You're bleeding all over your characters, or at least your inner child is. Let's go ahead and talk about how you can be acing the aces that are plaguing your author life. See you in a bit. According to the United States Center for Youth and Wellness, adverse childhood experiences are something all of us have, believe it or not. Oh boy, believe it or not. I know I have a few. Yes, I do. I often slip and call them acquired because they happen through us, whether we want them to or not. And when we're children, we really don't know how to defend ourselves. And sometimes our characters are right in that boat because we were, and they're kind of doing what we did. Sometimes these aces cause blockages in our writing too. Whether we like it or not, they do. What's an ace that I have that blocks my writing? Whoo! I've got a little bit of a freebie journal down below if you want to reflect on the questions I'm dealing with here with you live. So, aces, we acquire them. They're adverse. They happen whether we want them to or not. For me, if I were to pick a particular ace from my childhood, probably cracking the growing plate in my right knee wide open at the age of 12. Kind of think like the scalp on a baby's head. As you get older, your joints kind of do a similar thing where they stabilize. They got to be more flexible and cartilage-like as you're growing. But somewhere around the age of puberty, they start going stagnant and static and being like, oh, hey, I'm a bone now. Yeah, I cracked mine all the way open to the point I almost needed a knee replacement when I was 12. You can see why they wouldn't want to do a full-blown knee replacement in the 90s on a 12-year-old girl, considering that knee replacements then were generally only engineered for 50-year-old plus men's bodies. It wouldn't even fit my body. So you can see where I have, ironically, my characters run everywhere now that I realize that I have an adverseness to certain things regarding my knee. Don't make the fat girl jokes. Stop. Anyway, I don't like people sitting on my lap. Like, children are okay, pets are okay. You get over 50 pounds, and I start worrying about my knee. I worry about tripping over my cats all the time. It has given me a little bit of, trauma in my physical body. It also gave me some huge traumas about my weight, the way I looked. Because, yeah, it comes up. Well, your knee wouldn't have blah, blah, blah if you weren't so fat. If the person that owned the house had actually repaired the crack in the sidewalk, or whoever was in control of monitoring that, actually repaired the crack in the sidewalk that I tripped in, I probably never would have tripped either. Let's get real. So you can see where something that seems teeny tiny can become a lifelong problem. Let's relate it to something not physical. Something most of us have gone through because most of us have attended public school or physical school, or we've worked with people who have been a bully. To the point that those who were bullied sometimes grow up to become somebody else's bully, is the old turn of phrase, right? This is a recent discovery in psychology, sociology, and education that has kind of taken the world by storm in positive ways of accepting that our inner children are who we need to treat first. And nay, we need to teach children how to parent their inner child, just a little bit too sometimes. We can't do any of that until we learn how to do it ourselves. More importantly, we can't do that in our business and expect our readers, our viewers, our fans, or our clients to be prepared to do the same until we take that first step. I often hear lately, we are our first reader. We are our first client. We are our first blank. Your inner child is bleeding all over your readers, your viewers, your fans, and you don't even know it. How many of us were bullied growing up? How many of us have a sibling that mistreated us severely to physical levels growing up, or another family member? A house that burned down, a bad car accident, even if it was just a nasty fender bender that totaled the car and everyone walked away with only maybe a bump or a bruise if they were so unlucky. Breaking a bone, watching a friend break a bone or worse. You see all these little common things that happen to us. Some of us are able to go, okay, shake it off like Tay-Tay, shake it off, right, and be fine. But sometimes, for whatever reasons, a la to Pixar Inside Out levels, a certain thing becomes a deep internalized memory, and it affects us. It affects us so deeply. And that's why I wanted to bring this little bit of the sociology, psychology part of the world into author world. Not only so you can address some of the things you're feeling, but also some of the things that maybe your characters are going through that you might not even realize is a plot hole for you to address for the sake of your readers, because you already went through it yourself or are going through it actively yourself. Okay, past me. You look gorgeous and everything, sweetheart, but we're not going with the original plan, darling. So I originally was going to have this class on May the 18th in the afternoon for $25 a ticket. Let's do it for free. I think this topic is worthy of becoming one of my workshops. I kind of miss doing workshops. So we're going to do this workshop style. May 18th in the afternoon. If you want to know more, ask some questions in the description box below. Okay? Let's do this workshop style instead of a paid course. I miss you all. I miss doing workshops with all of you. Let's do a freebie for everybody. If you want to know more, ask questions. I'll do another video here in about a week or so. I love you all. See you in sprints. Bye!
Thank you to our lovelies on Ream Stories over at Amaranth's Library and the Myrna Private Collection. Whether you're a human ally, sunwalker, bard, songweaver, merry misfit, or more, thank you for subscribing to our ranks. We thank you for all you do to support us. Want to join our endeavors? Head over to reamstories.com/Myrna Private Collection. That's reamstories.com/MERNA Private Collection, all one word, where you can access all of my books and more long before they are available at retailers and vendors. Hope to hang out with you there soon.